quite a controversial direction of travel in terms of the party, but there is a direction of travel. It's a very blue Labour direction of travel. The two key appointments for me was Shabana Mahmood. Now, Shabana Mahmood is being lionised within the party and the media at the moment. There's a lot. This woman has to do a lot of work. She's been tasked with saving the party. She's going to, basically stop the small boats. She's going to, be really, really tough on immigration. And my understanding is that the reshuffle happened largely to accommodate Shabana Mahmood being moved into the Home Office. So everything revolved around that one key appointment. And so that tells you immigration is going to be a big part of the policy agenda going forward. And that could mean some quite difficult conversations on particularly the ECHR and the Refugee Convention. Although my strong feeling is that isn't, Keir Starmer does not want to leave the European Convention on Human Rights. Maybe it's some kind of discussion about tweaking. Maybe it's some kind of coalition of the willing amongst some kind of, leaders in Europe facing similar issues. Okay. The second appointment is Pat McFadden going to a beefed up welfare department. We all know that the government got into a lot of hot water over its botched welfare plans in terms of reforming. That gives you a big steer that welfare reform will be back on the agenda. And Pat McFadden obviously is a very tough operator. He knows government very well. That job he had as in the Cabinet Office means he's one of the few people that kind of has a 360 view across all the departments. He kind of knows where the bodies are buried. Actually, alongside Darren Jones, who's kind of become this new kind of enforcer for the Prime Minister. So that's my big takeaway from this reshuffle. I think you're seeing a very strong blue Labour. In fact, I interviewed Maurice Glassman on the day of the reshuffle, and the two people he talked up the most was Shabana Mahmood, and the second was Steve Reid. And of course, Steve Reid has now moved and has taken over Angela Rayner's old housing brief. So, a lot of disquiet amongst the ranks,